This is crazy. All right, so yeah. So dang it. I wish I caught on. I was like, I'm literally kicking myself in the butt right now. I'm like, dang. Okay, so I'll try to recap. Unless you want to recap, but I'll try to recap on what you kind of said leading up to the questions. Dang it. Um, so yeah, pretty much you're saying that although you just went through a move, you had a whole move, you bought a new dog, so a new addition to the family because a pet is like a family member. So yeah, so that's a whole thing. You now have the dog, that is occupying a lot of your personal time, and you're just now starting to kind of realize how much of time you have to give to your dog. And then on top
Mhm.
of that, you had the move, and all of those things kind of, you said, affected your fitness goals. So you haven't really been able to hit those, but there have been goals that you have been able to hit.
Yeah.
Okay, okay. What could you go into the fitness goals that you didn't hit? What are some things that you didn't do that you kind of wish, like, dang, I wish I was doing this, but I had to give time to the dog or, unpack. What were some of those things?
Um, just not. I have not been in the gym. I went to the gym once this month, and that was this past Saturday. I went
I
to the
love
gym.
the honesty. I love it. I love it. That's cool.
So, yeah, so I haven't been to the gym,
Hmm.
which that's also affected my mental health too, because it
Mm.
makes me feel like a failure when I'm not keeping up on my self care, because that's my form of self care is going to
Yeah.
the gym now. Um, I haven't worked out at home.
Mm.
I got my home gym kind of set up now. I have a little
Hey,
area. I got that going on, so that's
let's
been
go.
part of why I haven't, is because I've just been so busy with the move and unpacking and getting everything in its place.
Yeah.
Uh, but I have not hit those goals, and that was hard on me this month.
All right. Yeah. And I'm glad you are being transparent, Elena. Like, thank you for being willing to showcase your vulnerability. Like, hey, I haven't done this, because I feel like a lot of people need to hear that, because I feel like a lot of people beat themselves up, you know, because they haven't done those things. And like you said, it affects your mental when you allow yourself to kind of like feel down on it. But just, I would give you some advice on what I do in regards to that when it comes to like my brand or the groups, all this stuff I'm doing. Like when it comes to like, oh dang, I've been neglecting this group, or dang, I haven't been posting here. Like, or even with working out, some things that I think about is the fact that it's a marathon, like it's a marathon. Like this is like a lifelong journey, fitness. So when you miss like a month or even a year or years, like, you may have a death in the family, or you may have something happen to you that causes you to like, have to be out of commission for like a year. But if you look at it in terms of it being a marathon and it being like a marathon and not a sprint, you realize that you have so much more time. You know what I'm saying? So that would just be my advice, something to help you out in regards to that. Would you say you beat yourself up though? Would you say that like, you have a hard time doing that?
I did a little bit,
Mm,
but that's when I kind of shifted my mentality to I don't want to feel that negativity. I don't want to feel that I don't want to feel bad about not doing what I wanted to do.
mm,
And let me just be grateful that I at least got that time to unpack, and my house looks better. Our house looks more full and homely, and
that room looked dope. That room looked dope, man. That picture in the back, I was like, this thing looked dope.
I love
Seriously. Yeah. Yeah, I love it. Yeah. Y'all got to give me the number.
that.
I love that. Yeah.
Yeah. So it was a lot of just shifting my mentality,
Yeah.
choosing to not beat myself up, but just understand that there are going to be times when I have
Mm,
to take a step back for a minute to rearrange, settle, get myself back on track with outside of fitness, and
yeah.
that way I actually be there fully
Mm,
engaged when I am getting back into it. Because if I'm half here, half there, I'm not giving my full effort.
mm,
So that was also um, that was helpful. Like trying to switch my mindset to that, it was very helpful
yeah.
on my mental a
Mm.
lot.
I love that. And one thing I love about you too is those doggone quotes you post on IG. Like when I tell you how refreshing it'd be to go on your whenever I click your story, I'm like, man, I'm about to be refreshed. I'm about to read something that like for real, that's always a moment in time. I'm like, I'm about to read something that's gonna uplift me. And those posts you be making, it sounds exactly like what you're saying. Like your posts that you make on those little quotes. You know what I'm talking about, right? Those little quotes that you post.
Yeah,
I love them. I
yeah,
love them. So don't stop doing that. That is a I think a really beautiful um characteristic about you, because again I know, and guys, for the people who will see this, I'm pretty sure y'all have seen her from the poetry aspect of my brand, and again I think that caters to it as well, those posts and quotes, because I collect them too. Like I love quotes and you like love to share them and post them and stuff, but words truly can matter at the right time,
right.
so thank you so much for that. um Okay. The goal, so you mentioned some goals that you did accomplish or that you did hit. What were some of those goals? Because you said, yeah, there were some goals that you did accomplish.
So with the moving, I'm just constantly on my feet, doing something, getting something unpacked, hanging something up, putting something somewhere.
Hmm.
Um, so I need to stay hydrated. So I've done very good on my water intake. I'm actually very proud
Hey,
because
let's
I was
go.
lacking last month a lot. Um, and I can just feel like my skin feels
I
better.
was just about to say, hey, I'm not lying. Like for real, your skin looks like crazy. Like I used to tell Giselle, but I don't know Giselle, man. She better watch out. Like y'all are. I was like, Giselle got some clear skin, but now I'm like, hold on now. Like you glowing. You are glowing.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
I feel good. I feel like, and people don't understand like what just drinking more water does so much for your health. Like, not you don't have to overdo it, but just drink some water.
You just convicted me just now. Now, man, I need to get like you. Like seriously, that is so that's dope. So moving around a lot has kind of in a sense made you drink water. You're saying like stay hydrated.
Mm-hmm.
That is dope.
I'll get like out of breath, and I'm like, let me go get some water to because
Hmm.
my son has asthma. When he starts getting
Hmm.
his asthma attacks, a lot of times I'll say, go get some water,
Yeah.
and it'll kind of help him not just refresh himself and stay hydrated, but also it gives him that chance to catch his breath.
Mm.
And so it's kind of what I have done with my own mind too, is let me drink some water. That means it gives me a break from doing what I'm doing. It helps me stay hydrated and it allows me to catch my breath, figure out what's next, like
Mm.
what's on the next.
That is so dope. And when you have asthma, you're saying like I guess if the person's having trouble breathing, they just take a sip of water and that can help.
Mm-hmm. It
I didn't
and
know.
it's because a lot what it is um, with asthma, those attacks is just because you're having trouble catching your breath. You can't catch your breath. So
Mm.
with my son, he's a cougher, so he'll constantly
Hmm.
know like, okay, you're coming onto attack. Let's go sit down. Let's get some water.
Mm.
And usually after a minute or two, he's perfectly fine, back up, running around. And it's he has an inhaler too, but
Mm.
um, I try not to let him, or I try not to not let him, but I don't want him to rely just
Rely.
on the
Hmm.
inhaler. If he's out somewhere without
Yeah.
an
Yeah.
I don't want him to freak out because, oh, I don't have my inhaler. Well, what else can he do? Drink some
Mm.
water, take a breath,
Mm.
you know, get yourself back to where you need to be, and then see how you feel after that. And
Oh,
it always works for him.
man, you are an amazing mom, E. Like that is amazing for you. I can hear the care you have for him, and that is so admirable. Like for real, hands down. I respect that. Yeah, yeah, that's beautiful. To like you said, to already be planning ahead before anything happens, to where if he's out, you're already thinking like a mom. You're already thinking about, all right, you may not have your inhaler, so you may need to go get a glass of water if you don't have your inhaler or something like that in order to calm you down. So, man, dope. You just dope. You just dope. I love it. before we move on, was that all of the goals that you were able to hit? Was there any other goals that you did achieve that, you know, moving and stuff kind of help aided in completing?
Getting a dog um, has definitely helped me get my cardio up.
I saw you running the other day. Yeah.
hmm
Nice.
I basically daily I take him out. We'll drop the kids off at school, and then we'll go to the
Mm,
park and just do laps around the park, and then I'll take him to a dog park and just let him run around while I just stand there and watch. But I'll like walk across
mm,
the field, making sure he's good. But I have I don't think I have not hit cardio
mm.
um, since I got him. Uh,
So he gonna make sure. He gonna
yeah,
make sure.
he definitely keeps me on top of it.
That's dope. And it's a a German Shepherd and a was it mixed or
hmm We think he's Malinois mix,
okay.
German mix, but he's definitely German Shepherd for sure. We don't know for sure
Absolutely.
mix with.
Yeah, yeah. It looked like the dog from I Am Legend. I'm not sure if you've seen that movie. Yeah, yeah. I was like, man,
Yeah.
that like German Shepherds are some of the most smartest dogs. Like they're just smart, kind, but yours look like he has his own personality, but at the same time he blends in completely with the family. Like I saw, the day I think you sent me a picture of him or whatnot of how he was laying with your son, and it was just like, how long have you had this dog? You know?
Uh, yeah. I mean, we've only had him 2.5 weeks now.
What? That's crazy,
hmm And
man.
we just took him on a 2-hour trip to California with us this past weekend. He did wonderful in the car ride. And he loved it. He got to meet new friends and family, and he
Mm.
just right with us.
So he's been meeting new people and he hasn't been barking or nothing.
He gets excited, and so he'll let out a couple little barks, just like,
Hmm.
"Hey, I want to play." But
Yeah.
other than that, yeah, he's great.
That is dope. That is so dope. And again, I think that's a great idea. Did you have this tactic in mind when you bought them? Like, was it like, okay, let's buy a dog so that we can do cardio, or was it just like, oh, we just want a dog?
We originally just planned to get a dog,
Oh,
um, and then the shelter was like, "Oh, well, you can't go look around. You have to have one in mind to visit with, and then
oh,
if you don't like that one, we can bring out another one for you."
mm,
And we looked on their website, and he was kind of like the first one we saw. So we're like, "Oh,
wow,
him." Um, and he like went up to the kids right away, was just very gentle with them. So we're like, "Okay, we like that." But he was a big dog, and
yeah, oh
originally
yeah,
we were planning on getting such a big dog.
hmm
Uh, and our backyard is not very big dog friendly.
mm,
Once we decided, okay, we want him, I was like, I'm gonna have to be taking him out for walks every day because he
yeah,
he get the exercise he needs
yeah,
in our yard.
mm,
So that it was not intentional or
mm,
like aligned with that, but it, I knew
yeah,
because, like you said, it's like a whole new family member, and I have to
mm,
make sure like I'm taking care of this child now. Like he is
mm,
another child, so let me take care of this child, make sure he's taken care of.
yep,
And one of the ways he needs to be taken care of is he needs walks, he
yeah,
needs
hmm
being a big dog. So now, well, I guess I have to get my exercise too.
yeah. Hey, you can't be mad at it. You can't be mad at it. That's a dope thing to I guess come with a pet or a family member that you add to the family, that being health benefits that can come with having a pet, which is all the more reason why people I think should adopt dogs. Like, yeah, you should go to the shelter. Like I'm glad that you did that instead of raising one that kind of came from a family or something like that. But you went and actually saw the dog out. And then on top of that, you were able to provide him with a home while he was able to provide you all with the benefit, health benefits. And then your kids are going to see that. When they're walking, they're going to probably get in the habit of walking or running or jogging with them. And it becomes a routinely thing. That is dope.
Yeah,
That is
yeah.
dope. I love it. I completely love it. You actually convincing me to get one, to be honest with you. I'm dead serious. So if you see a German Shepherd running around my content, just know you did it.
I'm
Seriously.
inspired in all ways.
Hey, I'm gonna be tagging you on all of it. I mean, I love it. What strategies do you have in place for the upcoming month to ensure the success on your fitness journey? So, like the things that you didn't do, what would you say this month or the upcoming month? Um, what would you say you have planned to kind of like make sure, okay, I get in the gym, make sure, well, I know with the cardio your dog, but I guess more so now getting in the gym or working out at home, the things you have in place.
Um, so I was going to the gym in the mornings after I dropped off the kids, but since I got
Nice.
the dog, um, he he doesn't like being alone. So that's also why I take him with me to go take the dog
Yeah.
to school, and then we go on a walk.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, but I've talked with my husband, and I'm like, you know what, like I need to get back in the gym. So I'm sorry if you don't see me as much, but
Mm.
when I come from work, I'm out. Like I'm going to the gym,
Wow.
and
Mm.
or if he ends up working later or
Mm.
something, then that's when I'll work out in the garage or in my home.
Mm.
It just needs to warm up a little more because my garage is like 10 degrees right now.
Oh
It's
my goodness.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Forget that. And wait, where are y'all again?
In Reno, Nevada.
Oh yeah, nah, nah. Forget that. Yeah. Oh my goodness, 10 degrees.
Yeah, this morning it was 9. It was 9 degrees and it had snowed yesterday, so there's snow on the ground. It's
Oh
9 degrees. The
hell
sun
no.
down on you, so you're like warm, but like your hand
Yeah,
freezing.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, nah, go to that gym. Go to that gym. That's crazy. I mean, I love it though. I love that you have this mindset or mentality to even, like you said, tell your husband, "Hey, I gotta go." Like that, man. That is, when I get married, one of the main things I'm always like, it's like, man, I can when she come home, it's like, man, I'm a latch onto her, but.
Mm-hmm.
I love how you kind of just took us in this direction of even if your husband Ramon doesn't go with you, you still want to go. You still like I'm gonna get it in. That's what you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. I mean that's dope. I truly admire that because there's a lot of people that are afraid to go to the gym alone. They're
I've
afraid.
always gone alone.
Really?
Since I moved here, yeah, I'm usually always going alone by myself because he's the one who usually takes care of the kids when I go. So he stays home with the kids,
Yep.
and then I'll go to the gym. Um, and it having anxiety it's really hard to, especially if like in the beginning when I used to,
Yeah.
it was really hard to like snap myself out of my anxiety and be like, okay, I have to go inside.
Yeah.
Like I
Yeah.
car for like 30 minutes, like breathing and pumping myself
Wow.
up, like, okay, let's just go. Let's get in there. Nobody cares what you're gonna do. Like nobody's looking at you. Just go
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
do it. Um, so it is a little like nerve wracking at
Yeah.
first.
Hmm.
But once you get in the hang of it, like now I'll just walk in there and go straight to like an area, start warming up, doing my own thing. I'll have my music blasting in my ears. Like I don't care about anybody
You don't
else
care about
around
anybody. I love that.
me.
I love that, man. I'm telling you, your growth is amazing. Again, you've only been in my group, I think now for I've probably known you for what, 2 months,
I want to
maybe
say going on three
going
months.
on 3 months that we've known each other now.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, yeah. That is because I'm thinking back from when I first met you and when you first told me about the things that you would struggle with, your anxiety and things like that. Our first check in was what? How long have you been in the group? It's like a
I want to say since October, November.
November.
One.
Okay, man, time is flying. What the freak? Like, I'm like, I'm like, what? Okay, man, yeah, yeah, yeah. But that is, it's amazing because I'm comparing how you were, and I'm comparing you now, which is why I like doing these check-ins because it's like, okay, let me see where they are, and just thinking back on our first one, I'm gonna tell you, even in terms of the way you're speaking now, you've grown. Like even you're even speaking a lot more. I'm for real. You like a dog on cracked egg. Like I'm like like all all the yolk is just spilling out. I'm like, dang, like, and it happened so fast. Like your growth, your blossoming, if I guess you want to call it that, like it has taken off completely. And I don't know if, again, I hope that the group has something to do with that. But yeah, you've grown. Like, do you see that growth? Do you see it at all?
I do, and it is a lot of I do um thank the group for it. I thank you for it.
Mm,
Even in the beginning, I told you I'm like, I
yeah.
don't know, like I hide in my shell a lot. Like you're gonna have to bring me out of that shell,
Oh, I told you I
yeah.
would. I told you. Let's go. Let's go. I'm keeping that promise. Let's go. I love it. I love it.
It's helpful to have a place, to go to, others that are on the same journey, how seeing how they progress, seeing how they have fallbacks, but then get back up and keep going, like
Mm,
just to see others do it too. It helps me stay on top of myself and um, not even just with the fitness, but with my mental health. Like
mm,
I can't keep letting things pull me back. Like this, there's always going to be something. There's always going to be something that's going to want your attention or want to hold you down or bring you, 3 steps back
mm,
because you're going 10 steps forward. You gotta just roll with the punches, but
mm,
keep going,
mm,
and kind of my story with last year. I went through a lot last year, so it just that was I feel like it was a test to see, you know, here's a bunch of really hard, life challenges
mm,
that life's just throwing at me, and what am I going to do with it? Am I going to let it just keep me down? Am I going to let it just not not move forward anymore? Because, well, why should I keep going forward when everything is
mm,
everyone's dying, everybody's leaving me?
mm.
But that's not my mentality, especially with um, one of my aunts that I lost last year.
Yeah.
She battled it for uh, I want to say over 10 years.
Wow.
I might be um, she battled cancer for a long time, but she was the strongest woman I know.
Mm,
She did not stop her. She went on vacation. She went and did everything she wanted. She, still ate whatever she wanted to eat. She still did
mm.
whatever she wanted to do because why is she gonna let that stop her?
Yeah.
You know, it's
Mm.
already gonna take her life one day. Why let it take all of it at with that one before she even goes?
Oh, I
And
love that.
it spoke to me. And just
Mm,
her live her life was just like I don't even have anything that's just life itself. One day we're all gonna be gone,
yeah.
but we're here today.
Yeah.
So what am I gonna do with that time now? And I just I don't want to let anything hold me back anymore. Like
Mm,
yes, I'm gonna process it. Yes, maybe I might fall back for a couple days, but then let me process it. Let me get it out of my system. Let me
mm,
cry a little bit, and then let me get back up and get back on track and do what I got to do
mm,
because tomorrow's never promised.
mm. Yeah, look, I'm about to end this call, man. I'm about to end this call because you just it, the growth is crazy. I mean, this is crazy. Like, I mean, you know how like a bush bears fruit as it grows, like, you see the fruit. At first it starts off as like a little stem. Like you're a full-blown bush with like apples and berries and everything on it. It's like like the stuff you're saying, your mentality, the strength behind what you're saying. You're not just saying this. I hear the strength in it. I hear the conviction. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. I can tell you're convicted by what you're saying. You're like, I'm not just saying this, Trey. Like, yeah, I actually lost an aunt, and I that really actually made me realize how short life is. And I'm really to the point to where I'm like, forget it. Forget trying to please others or care about what other people think. Forget about what my own self tries to tell me in regards to what I can and can't do. Because most likely those thoughts were put in your head by others, other family members, other people in your life that affected you in those negative ways. They were the ones that told you you couldn't, told you this, not. And I know, a bit of your story. And so you coming from that deficit in life, because not everybody goes through that. I didn't go through what you went through, but you did. But there was a reason. You know what I'm saying? You started off in your life with a deficit, but look where it's taking you, and look where you're headed. Like, I mean, the sky's the limit for you, but you also understand the importance of the present, like the present, what you have today. Utilize that time with your kids, the time with your husband, the time with your dog, everything that you have. I can hear gratefulness in what you're saying, and that touches me, like,
Yeah.
for real, man. Like, I be choking back tears sometimes talking to y'all, man. I be like, man, you know what? Look. The camera may go off one day, and I'm gonna tell you there's a technical error, but I'm crying. We having some technical difficulties. E, just keep going. But I love it. I love it.
Well, what's crazy too is like I said, life will test you. Life will
Yeah.
test. You'll learn lessons, but then life will test you to see if you really learned that lesson. Like with losing my aunt and feeling like, you know, seeing how she still lived her life with and was just so strong and resilient in herself, it inspired me. But then this year came and life said, but did it really? And then I lost
Abuela. Yeah.
I
Mm-hmm.
lost my grandma
Yeah.
and uh, just recently.
Mm-hmm.
And then there it was and that's it really hit me. It really hit me like, okay, this is another loss. Am I gonna fall back again like I
Mm.
just did with the past three losses I just had
Yeah.
last year?
Mm-hmm.
Am I gonna let it hold me back again? Or let me go ahead and just process this. Let me understand she was sick for a long time. Let me understand now she is not suffering no more.
Mm.
She's at I met her in person, and that was one of my life goals was to meet her.
Mm.
She was my grandma from Mexico, and so I just thought of all the things I'm grateful for
Yeah.
about her, and decided that's what I want to hold on to.
Mm.
I want to that. I don't want to hold on to the anger that my family didn't tell me for 2 weeks that she had passed away.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, I was angry, but did I want to hold on to that?
Mm.
No. I was sad, but do I want to be sad more after I was just sad all last year?
Mm.
I don't want to. I don't want to be
Mm.
sad, be angry. I just want to be at peace. And I know she's at peace. So let that be that and let me keep going because I know she would want me to keep going in my life too.
Mm.
Yeah.
But yeah, yeah. Like, what can I say to that? Damn. Like, you make it hard to speak. Like, seriously, I get these moments. Seriously, I get these moments where I'm just like, it is such a beautiful thing that you said. It's beautiful to hear the growth. It's beautiful to hear the reflection. It's beautiful that you can take a negative and then change the perspective and see the positive. I love that how you stated how, she was suffering, but now she's not, or you're changing that perspective and you're flipping it and you're showing gratitude, grateful for the time you did have, the moments you had. You were able to meet her. That is dope. You're to meet her in person. I I I truly am just like, I'll use this word for Isaac. Like, appalled. I'm appalled. Remember? He was like, "Is that the word you want to use?" Nah, nah. But that is kind of the word that comes to my mind in the sense of shock. But and I know what he meant. Isaac, I'm playing with you, bro. But yeah, just in general, like, I love, um and I am shocked constantly by the growth you have, the growth you showcase, the mentality you carry, the peace you gain. I noticed that you gain peace in, your struggles. those quotes that you post, going back to those quotes, knowing some of the stuff you've been through or some of the stuff you've gone through, even recently, for you to still post those things, that truly says a lot about your character. So please know that. Know that you look. Ramon know he got a real one. He know it. He know he got a real one. Seriously, he know he got a real one for real. And so and shout out to him. Shout out to Ramon. Like I think you're a reflection of him. Y'all married, so it's a reflection of each other. So shout out to him too. Um, for what he's poured into you and you him. I think it's a beautiful thing that y'all have. And man, it chokes me up talking about it, but I love it. I love it. I love it. Let me see. What can I do as a group leader to help in the upcoming months in regards to your fitness goals? What can I do for you?
Hmm.
Be honest with me now. Like, be like, Latrey, if you can stop talking so much, like whatever it is, I'll do it. Let's just not talk. Let's just not talk.
No, I mean you're on top of it. Like I said, you're a lot of the reason I have grown so much. And I'm constantly telling Ramon too, like, you better talk to this dude. Like you better listen to him. He says some real stuff that you need to hear.
No, we talk. We talk. Hey, shout out to Ramon, man. We talk. We definitely talk. He hit me back. I think I'm waiting on him to reply. So I'm waiting on you. But yeah, we talk.
But yeah, no, like you stay on top of us. You check in with us, especially in like the private group. We do our weekly videos, our weekly goal videos, and then we you check in with us. How are you doing on it? Are you keeping up on that goal? How are you doing this week? And that is very motivational and helpful in the journey, because sometimes we do need somebody to check up on us. Sometimes we just need that check. Like, hey, I know you said you were going to do this. Did you do it? And you already do everything that we could ask for in the group.
Appreciate that. I appreciate it. Man, those words are very humbling. To know that what I am doing is something that you're benefiting from is that means a lot to me. It really does. And again, I'm always open for critique, for criticism. So, definitely know that if there's ever anything that you feel like I could do more of, or maybe I'm not doing enough of, or maybe you want to see more of, maybe you just want to something you want to see, please let me know because I'm always wanting to, figure out how to better serve my members in my group. So, if you don't have anything negative, nah, I'm fine. There's nothing negative. Everything's positive. But if you don't have anything though, definitely let me know if something pops up. But what you did say, I appreciate so much. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Um, that's it. That's actually it. Yeah, I was looking at my questions just now. I was like, because all the other stuff we said earlier, I just hate that I missed that first part. Doggone it, man. You said like you started that off so well. Like I'm saying, like I guess that was just a moment for me to keep, but like, that was so good. Dang it. But your socials. I want everybody to before we wrap out, I want everybody to know your socials. Where can they find you? Where can they, if someone wants to reach out to Elena and they love your vibe. I mean, y'all, she dope. So reach out. They love you. They love your vibe. They love talking to you. They want to know how you get your skin glossing like this, or your teeth white as, or your hair like for real. The females here may want to know where can they find you? What social medias can they find
First of all, drink your water.
you?
uh, you can
Right.
find me IG, so Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, at it's Elena Marie, ITSELENA MARIEE.
Them
Um,
lot of ease, man. I
yeah, I
love
got
it.
plastic.
Yeah, true, true, true. She said E.
No, it's just three. It's just three.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I kind of like eight. I was like, what the world? Okay, all right. So, but you know what? I'll post it. below too, guys. For you all in the description, I'll make sure I have all that too. Now you're on YouTube.
Uh, I have a YouTube channel that I am going to be utilizing this year.
Okay,
Yes,
cool, cool, cool. So you haven't posted anything yet.
for a reason. So might
Ah,
as
okay,
well.
okay, okay. So you gonna be pushing out content on YouTube.
Mhm.
Let's go. So like vlogs, what is it gonna be? Or
Um, like my routine, that what helps me, what exercises I do in my leg days that I've seen help in my growth and back days or arm days, whatever. Yeah,
oh man, let's go, let's go. That is dope. I'm gonna make sure I follow you on YouTube too. If I'm not already following you, I don't think I am, but I'll definitely follow you. I'm following Giselle, and she just started posting on YouTube. So I've been trying to get her to come over because I'm like, the YouTube shorts, you can get a lot of organic traffic from them. So I think if you come over too, man, your stuff will blow up. Like seriously, your physique, it's amazing. But I think a lot of females and males, they both, I think, would love to know how you did it. Your transformation is amazing. It's incredible. So yeah, yeah, yeah. Like, please,
my dog. I'll be
say it
posting
again.
videos. That if y'all want to see my dog, I'll be posting videos of my dog on YouTube too. I'll post my walks with him.
Do that. You got to do that. Vlog that for sure. Have him in there. Let him say something. You know what I'm saying? Like, we would love to hear from him. I love it. What's his name again?
Bowie,
Bowie. I don't think. Okay. Why'd you name
like
him Bowie?
after David Bowie.
David Bowie. Okay. Okay. Nice. I love that. I love that. Bowie.
His at the shelter was Bo, um, which was cute and we liked it, but we like Bowie better. And Ramon's a musician, and we both, love David Bowie for his music and his, movies, and
Mm-hmm.
just as a, you know, um, artist in general.
Yeah.
He's amazing.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
That's dope. That is dope. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Man, this has been incredible, Elena. I thank you for your time. I thank you for just being who you are, like your inspiration. I'm so proud of you. All that you've done, how much you've opened up, how much you're growing. To be honest with you, you're an inspiration to me. I know you talk about me and me being an inspirational leader, like seriously, but oftentimes a leader, realizes that they are nothing apart from the people that they lead and serve. Like, those people are a reflection of that leader. And so literally you and your growth and all of that, to even just be able to witness it is an honor. It's an honor. So, oh yeah. So I can't wait to see what's to come. And guys, make sure y'all follow her, follow Elena, show her support. Hit her up, I guess, if y'all want to do collabs with her, y'all want her to, fill y'all in on what it is that she does in regards to her fitness journey, her fitness goals. How you look at the gains. You almost ripped this shirt, Elena. I saw you almost ripped it. I was like, come on, that's a nice shirt. Like, so guys, go follow her, support her. Elena, thank you again also for the time. Guys, I also have my private Facebook group. We do these check-ins monthly. So if you want to join, hit me up and I can tell you more about that as well. But until next time, as you guys know, Elena, stay on. I'll just kind of close out here and stop the recording. But guys, until next time, peace.